Hey, what's up, gamers? Welcome back to channel, where we bring you the latest and greatest in gaming tech. If you love gaming on the go, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving into the best gaming handhelds of 2024. Whether you're a casual player or a hardcore gamer, there's something here for everyone. So let's get started. Number 5, Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is a fully equipped PC stuffed into a portable shell with plenty of tricks up its sleeve. The deck's 7-inch screen, on the other hand, is linked with integrated controls, haptic feedback, a gyroscope, and twin touchpads, unlike your rig or laptop. Finally, all of these elements contribute to a console-like experience when playing Steam games, with SteamOS acting as a controller-friendly interface for browsing your collection. The deck, at 669 grams, is one of the chubbiest handheld systems available, but its ergonomic design ensures that it fits comfortably in your hands. If you played a lot of Wii U before the Switch, you'll be familiar with Valve's high-up symmetrical stick arrangement, which in terms of buttons follows the modern PC controller playbook. Again, the Steam Deck isn't the most powerful handheld PC on the market, but it provides adequate performance for the price. When using its 800p screen, Value's proprietary AMD APU can run a section of your collection at over 60 Fps, and you'll even be able to play on a bigger screen via a Steam Deck dock. Number 4, Evercade EXP. The Evercade EXP is a retro console full and through, featuring a 4.3-inch 480 display. The key selling point of the console is its increasing library of available cartridges, which come with inbuilt emulators designed expressly for the games they offer. Each compilation includes a variety of oldies from publishers such as Capcom and IREM, and the overall experience is quite authentic. Despite its Game Boy cartridge looks, the Evercade EXP is quite modern. This is partly due to its clean white color scheme and landscape layout, although its D-pad and traditional face buttons feel dated. That's obviously a good thing for replaying Sega Mega Drive and Saturn ES titles on different hardware, and the structure keeps things from feeling eerie. The EXP is no exception to the Evercade platform's reputation for delivering realistic access to old titles. While solutions such as FPGA can provide 100% accuracy as compared to emulation, Blaze's built-in emulators are the next best thing, especially if you don't want to fiddle with ROMs and settings. Even some official releases have slowed down and somewhat off-key music. Thus, the fact that the Evercade produces nearly faultless ports is quite remarkable. There are already over 300 games available on 35 Evercade cartridges that will operate with the EXP, with more on the future. Even better, some of the carts include brand new throwback releases rather than classics, allowing you to participate in the indie culture without having to use a PC or modern console. The Evercade EXP is more expensive than the initial edition, but it is unquestionably the best version. Thanks to a significant display update and an enviable assortment of stone-cold classic Capcom titles pre-installed, this is the only hardware you should consider nowadays if you want to dabble in retro gaming. However, without the addition of a couple of analog sticks, we're running out of options for what the hardware can look forward to in terms of the £1 period and later, and let's face it, that's technically retro gaming nowadays. It'd be licensing nightmare, I'm sure, since Nintendo already has the Switch, NES Mini, and SNES Mini, while Sony had the PlayStation Classic, which was a letdown because it couldn't license all of the third-party oldies. If anyone is going to take a shot at porting genuine licensed versions of retro PlayStation and Xbox games with the care they deserve, even if we have to wait a little longer for extra retroification, I'm rooting for the Evercade crew to get the call because these ports have been fantastic so far, and the EXP will undoubtedly get a spot on our best retro console guide. Number 3, Nintendo Switch OLED. While we've given the Nintendo Switch OLED variant the top rank, many of its advantages are shared by the original model as well. It's light, still supports conventional game cartridges, and comes with removable Joy-Cons and a docking station. Your eyes will be in for a treat if you choose the OLED variant over the Switch Lite or original versions. The new display has excellent contrast and colors, which turn epic adventures like Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom into pure eye pleasure, and the slightly larger 7-inch screen makes all the difference. The OLED Switch has a similar appearance to its predecessor, but there are a few crucial differences that set it apart. For starters, the OLED screen is slightly larger and has a narrower bezel, giving it a visual advantage over other handhelds on the market. It also has a better kickstand around the back, which is sure to thrill anyone who has had a close call with the original's thin flap. Sure, the Switch's internals aren't particularly spectacular, but they do the job. The NVIDIA Tegra X1 SoC within packs enough power to deliver 1080 30 fps images, and playing in handheld mode alleviates the burden in some demanding games. However, for the most part, you won't have to worry about performance because Nintendo's library caters to the technology to ensure a seamless experience. If you're picky about frame rates, you should probably look into a handheld PC instead. The Nintendo Switch OLED, of course, has access to an incredible library of games, and it's one of the only handhelds on this list with first-party titles. While handheld PCs offer the advantage of storefront adaptability, the Switch boasts Zelda, Mario, Pokemon, and a slew of other heavy hitters that will keep some players from thinking about the wild west of Steam. The Switch's library of experiences is perhaps incentive enough to buy in the hardware, and it's the reason the platform is still going strong 6 years later. OLED displays excel at color fidelity, with deeper blacks and a more brilliant, richer color palette, and the Switch OLED's display checks all of the boxes. Despite the 720p resolution, titles I played for hundreds of hours looked sparkling and new on the Switch, and slightly crisper than before, especially Super Mario Odyssey and Luigi's Mansion 3. Metroid Dread looks incredible on the OLED, taking use of the depth of the blacks in particular. It certainly is the most convenient way to play Switch games on the fly. Number 2. Asus ROG Alley. The Asus ROG Alley, like the Steam Deck, is a 7-inch handheld with integrated controls. The Ally, on the other hand, takes things a step further by having a 120Hz 1080 display and a newer AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme processor. This combination allows it to produce smoother images and unexpectedly high frame rates, especially in demanding games. The ROG Alley is one of the more attractive portable PCs on the market, and it also feels good in the hand. It's significantly lighter than the Steam Deck at 608 grams, but it still feels tough and has extra aesthetic eccentricities like RGB thumbsticks. When compared to the deck, its white, form-fitting shell stands out, while its general design and curves give comfortable access to its controls, triggers, and asymmetrical sticks. The ROG Alley's Z1 Extreme APU has quickly become the new chip to beat. In titles like Cyberpunk 2077 and Starfield, you'll be able to boost steps far beyond the bounds of the Steam Deck. However, it doesn't quite reach the same heights as pricier competitors like the Aionio 2S, and you could struggle to fully utilize the 120Hz screen. Aside from that, if you're looking for a more cheap handheld PC that can maintain 1080p frame rates, this is it. As a Windows portable PC, the Asus ROG Alley can run any application that your standard rig can. In other words, unlike the Steam Deck, you may install and run numerous shops like Steam, the Epic Game Store, PC Game Pass, and GOG without relying on workarounds or compatibility layers. That's not to say you won't run into performance issues or controller compatibility issues, and it's worth mentioning that Windows handheld optimization can be a problem in and of itself when switching between programs and games. Number 1. Aionio 2S. If you enjoy feature-rich smartphones, you'll appreciate everything the Aionio 2S has to offer. It may appear to be similar to other mobile gaming PCs at first appearance, but it is equipped with a 1200p display, Guys, there concludes our top 5 best gaming handheld of 2024 list. All product links are in the description, which is updated with the lowest prices. Subscribe to our channel for more videos. Until then, we'll see you in the next video.